Well, good morning. It is kind of a cloudy morning out there as you look outside in our Syntex Roof Systems camera at the 25 News Studios. Very muggy, too. Temperatures in the low 60s. And in some cases, we have a couple of sprinkles developing, although the live radar network struggling to see them. When you look at the visibility map, you can kind of pick out where that is as visibilities have fallen down below 10 miles in spots there in parts of Bell and Coryell County. That's where you're likely seeing more of that drizzle here this morning. That's also where temperatures are in the mid 60s, upper 50s out along the I-45 corridor. Either way, that's kind of a warm start here for the first day of March. The south winds do continue at about 5 to 15. They'll crank up here this afternoon as our system gets closer to us. That eventually brings us storm chances tomorrow, but today it will bring increasing winds and increasing moisture. Now, the winds won't be as strong as they were yesterday, but still 15 to 20 mile per hour winds sustained. Nothing to sneeze at. So breezy today with increasing humidity. As we get into tomorrow morning, though, we're going to have to watch for the potential for thunderstorms, some of which could carry the potential for severe weather. I think the bigger threat behind this system will be the windy and dry day tomorrow, leading to a very high fire danger here across central Texas. You can see some of these showers developing here this morning. Again, by afternoon, I think we get some drier air in here and try to burn that off. It will be warm, upper 70s on the way. Once we get into the overnight hours, that's when we'll watch this system get closer to us. Storms start in our western counties in the morning. If we can get anything to bubble out ahead of it, though, that's where we could see a higher severe threat. Some models try to do that. We'll have to monitor that chance. I think the main thing that the I-35 corridor will see is as this system comes through and we get a broken line of showers and thunderstorms, it could drag down some very gusty winds. There's lots of wind energy in this system, and that is likely going to lead to the potential for higher winds, which is why we have a isolated severe storm threat that does include Waco-Temple-Killeen points to the east. Now, biggest threat, again, wind to 60, though hail to the size of quarters and a low-end tornado threat can't be ruled out. The bigger threat of either hail or a tornado will be if we can get stuff to pop out ahead of that main line. Notice, though, as you look at Cap Tracker, we have a very strong cap in place, don't have a lot of energy. That cap tries to erode as we get some sunlight, and that may lead to a higher severe threat east of 35 as we get into the middle morning hours. We'll be monitoring that closely. I mentioned the gusty winds and the fire threat behind the system. Look at these wind gusts. As we get into the afternoon tomorrow, we're talking about wind gusts that could be sustained at about 45. That compared with the dry air that's in place is leading to a very high to extreme fire danger tomorrow, in particular in our western counties. So you don't want to do anything dumb. Be sure to make sure your trailer isn't dragging chains. You don't want to be welding if you don't have to. You don't want to be smoking cigarettes, throwing the cigarette butt out the window, and maybe wet down your ground around your house if you are worried about things being a little too dry. Now, we'll monitor that closely. The good news is we'll see those winds come down Wednesday as a cold front comes through. It'll still be breezy, but not 30 mile per hour sustained winds. Temperatures get close to 80 by Friday. We'll bring in a storm chance on Saturday, though the temperatures will be too cool for severe weather. And then we're monitoring another storm chance by the middle of next week. In the Brazos Valley, more of the same. Temperatures close to 80 by Friday. A cold front this weekend.
A lawsuit challenging President Trump's executive order banning transgender troops from the military is being seen